Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for the sign of Leo for the 10th of December 2018, and it's a general reading, so might not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message in here just for you. Alright, let's have a look at the top three cards that have came from the bottom of the deck. I'm going to use these as an indicator of what the fuller reading is going to be about. Is there something that you have been or are fanatical about? That you run into situations to defend without really having a good basis of the facts about this issue? And is it maybe wishful thinking? Or have you realised that you need to have or need to make a choice in this situation? And some of these choices will be more realistic than others. It could be that there is wishful thinking about this situation and about the truthfulness of it. But there are also more realistic choices to make. And because there are so many degrees within this, are you maybe feeling a little bit stuck and find it difficult to make a choice? Excuse me. And it could be that maybe you need to take a little bit of time out and look at things from a different perspective. That, once you look at things in this bigger picture from a different person's point of view, that you realise the full picture of what this is about. And it could be that, you become stubborn about it, but it could also be that this new knowledge transforms you into a different person. Okay, let's go to the deeper reading behind here. And let's see what the bigger picture's saying. Now we have the Hierophant in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, that's in reverse. Now, are you part of an organisation that is maybe fanatical in its religious studies or in its teachings? One that maybe promotes ignorance and fear or extreme behaviour. Whoops. Or it could even be that it, or certain members within it, abuse their position of power. And in finding out about this, this knowledge has hurt you deeply. And it's given you heartache, or in this case possibly heartbreak, because it's something that you begin to move away from. You don't want to follow this path anymore. And you become really dissatisfied in this teaching because of what you've learned. Now let's move on to the next three cards, We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, do you feel that you need to guard yourself a little bit? And because these two cards are pentacles, is there maybe a financial aspect to this? Are you maybe not following through on promises that you made that were a financial commitment to this organisation? You feel you need to guard your money or be more possessive with it? Or it could be that, you're not following through because you've realised the truths of how hurtful it can be, and that you don't want to live your life that way. You want your life to be full of love and understanding, not fear and guilt and, extreme behaviour. You want the love to flow. You want to live in a life where there's peace and happiness and love. But yet another pentacle card. Is this something that has caused you financial distress? And looking at the financial aspects of it, are you maybe like a swan and that you're trying to look graceful and that everything is fine, but underneath your little legs are going 10 to the dozen because you're having to put so much energy into this look of gracefulness. And it is stressful, but it is a short-lived time. And because of these actions, are you maybe feeling a little bit out of control? And maybe there is a little bit of pretense there that, everything's fine. All good. And, could it be that you're feeling a little overwhelmed about where you are just now? And that, all the feelings, the negative feelings that came from this organisation have been a little bit overbearing for you. And it could be that it's going to take you a little bit of time to kind of shake those feelings of fear, and, shyness and, all the negative things that have been forced on you. But there is a new beginning, new opportunities happening. And yet again, it's a Pentacles card, so it could be financially orientated. A life of comfort, a life of pleasure, of abundance, wealth and health. You maybe get yourself back, that you're not feeling so heartbroken. And although this is the place that you want to be because you've felt so out of control for such a long time, is there maybe delays in this happening? Are you maybe feeling discouraged because it's not happening fast enough? And that you are feeling out of control? And because of that, you're feeling discouraged. Because of all the decisions that you've made in the past may not have been the best thing for you. And this is something that you've realised. And moving on to the last three cards, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Because you've realised that the situation that you'd poured your heart into over here, it wasn't enough. You know, it's an imperfect life that you were living. There was so much missing from it. And now that you've realised this, it's something that you want. It's something that you're going to go in search of. You know, you want this love. You want this understanding. You want the peace and the harmony back into your life that you've realised is lacking. And you are feeling discouraged about it. You know, and there will be delays, but it is something that will happen. And moving on to get another Pentacles card, you know, you have the knowledge of how to get to this place, but it's using it in your life in a practical way that's maybe got you a little stumped. Because yes, you have the understanding of the knowledge, but in real life, are you maybe not aware of how this knowledge affects your relationships with other people? You know, how you interact with other people, or how you use this resource, or this knowledge that you have, that it may not have a financial kickback. It could be another way that you know you find the response. You know, the response may not be financial. It could be with, you know, your relationships. It could be with, you know, how you have your, you know, your control. And this is something that you are really focused on doing. You want to accomplish this. You want to accomplish this. You want this wonderful life in your life in a practical way, and you're going in search of it, and you're doing it with determination. And you'll stop at nothing until you get this reward. Okay, I'm going to bring these three cards back. Now we had the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Now, this is something that you've run in to defend without having a good basis of knowledge, and it could be something that may not be the best thing. And you have choices that you have to make, but you're finding those choices difficult. But once you get to that place of enlightenment, you'll begin to transform. All right, I'm going to leave it there. And I do apologise for my neighbour's dog barking away. And I'll see you next time. Bye.